welcome to the Papa Dennis Show. It is Thursday, September 17th, and this is food porn. That's what we're
Ooh,
doing here. Adam Davis is here with us, of course. How you doing, Adam?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
I'm all right. Haven't had you on since we did our famous bread
Oh,
food porn episode. That was several weeks ago. How much flour do you have left out of that 50-pound bag? You still got 40 some pounds?
yeah, I haven't made much of a dent in it, and I've baked a lot of bread since then, but there's still so much bread flour left. Oh, so much.
Yeah. So this food porn episode, we're going to be talking about the Instant Pot, something that you and I have talked about quite a bit. Now, you sent some photos we'll get into in just a moment. Did you create those in the Instant Pot, or is that air fryer stuff,
No,
or what?
yeah, most of that, like some part of those meals were in the Instapot, and then some of them were air fryer. But yeah, there was a few of those, and once we get into pictures, I'll explain what was made in what. But yeah, it is usually a combination. I
Okay.
don't. We've done a few like one pot Instapot meals, but like I think I was telling you before, like it's one of those things that one of the first things we bought was an Instapot.
Yeah.
And we said, "Oh, we're going to use this so much. We're going to use this all the time." And plus, like, because growing up, like, we use slow cookers a lot and like all the time.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, well, I mean, obviously, move in, go out on my own new apartment. Yeah, I'm going to do slow cooker meals all the time. Maybe two or three since a year ago.
Yeah. I have never used my Instant Pot as a slow cooker.
Really?
Never. No. Um, I actually tried a couple of times, and I didn't. It was too slow, um, and I just gave up on it and went. You know, when I do slow cooking, I just go to my regular old crock pot and
So
do
what do you
that.
mean it was too slow?
It just didn't seem to heat up enough. It was, you know, it was taking longer than it should have. I know it's a slow
Wow.
cooker, but it
Kind of
was
in the
it
name,
was,
Dennis.
it was a too slow cooker, is what it was.
I can imagine your Amazon reviews. It's great if you want to cook really fast, but if you're looking for a slow cooker, a little too slow for my
Yeah.
taste.
That's right. So, but I have used the Instant Pot quite a bit for other things. I've discovered that some things do better than others. Like I really tried pinto beans in the slow cooker, and I tried it several times, and I was displeased with the results. I mean, with the
Well,
Instant Pot,
we
cooking
can't
it.
have that.
I mean, I tried
But
it 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 45 minutes, quick release, natural release, whatever. The beans just didn't come out right. They were too firm. So I've gone
now,
back to cooking beans on the stove.
well, no, first off, no one likes a firm bean. I'll tell you
That's
that right
right.
now.
That's
But
right.
secondly, did you do the trick my mom said? Have you
About the
tried it?
salt,
Yeah,
about
not
not
putting,
salting
yeah,
it.
yeah. Have you tried that
Yeah,
yet?
and I didn't notice any difference
Oh,
whatsoever.
so they didn't. Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
That's a real bummer.
So I've just gone back to cooking pinto beans on the stove, and I'm really pleased with the results on the stove. I have really gotten it down to
But don't you find that it takes too long?
yes, it does take a long time. It really does, but they come out just right.
Well, see, I think I did it again when because I made beans and the same thing. Like yeah, they were still a little hard, and they weren't quite right. But I think like I put them in for a little bit longer. So like because I tried them and I remember I think you and I had the conversation before I did the beans and you had told me
Yeah,
how they can be hard. And so I tried them and I was like that's still not quite right. So I put them on for like another 5 or 10 minutes and then they were fine. So, I mean, I don't know, but hey, each his own. If you want to go
that's
back
right.
to the old ways and cook it, for 2 or 3 days on your stove, fine, you do that.
Yeah, I've and I even got some fat back from the
Hmm.
grocery store, cook it with a little bit of fat bag. Oh
Yeah.
man, it is just amazing. And I've gotten to where I add. I've got some Tones, the Spice Company
Yeah. Yeah.
Tones.
Yeah.
I've got some rosemary and garlic, and I put that in there too, and it is amazing the way they come out. Very, very good. I recommend it highly.
Did you talk? Have we talked about that before?
No, no.
Okay, because I think I've heard something about rosemary and garlic from somewhere else. A spice blend for
Yeah,
rosemary and garlic, but if it's not you, then I must have heard it somewhere. But that's interesting. I guess it's something we're gonna have to do.
that's right. But as far as the Instant Pot goes, one of my go-to recipes in the Instant Pot for what's so funny? What's
I
funny
know what's
about that?
coming. I know what's coming. I know what's coming.
All right, it's spaghetti.
Yeah.
It is amazing. I cook the spaghetti in the Instant Pot. It comes out perfect every single time, and it only takes 8 minutes. 8 minutes, and it's all in one pot. I've done a video, and the video's in two parts. What's so
Okay.
funny about this to you, huh?
Nothing.
This is serious. I'm serious, okay?
I know you are. I just feel like somewhere down the line, Italian ancestors are just rolling over in their grave, thinking about somebody cooking spaghetti in an Instant Pot.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It
My Italian
defies.
girlfriend is shaking her head right now. She is upset. She just threw her computer on the floor and walked out.
Well, wait until you see this. This is
No.
this is amazing. Um, Let me. All right, I'm gonna
Oh
play
man.
this. This is the first part. It was so long and so big. I had to divide it up into two parts.
No.
So here's the first part of making spaghetti in the Instant Pot. After the first half plays, we'll talk a little bit again. But it's short. It's not a long video. It's so
My beans are getting hard just thinking about
yeah.
it.
All right, you ready? Here goes. I'm starting out with some ground beef and some mild Italian sausage and some garlic that I have put into the Instant Pot, ready to saute it. Okay, so there is the ground beef and the mild Italian sausage and the garlic, all nicely browned on the saute function of the Instant Pot. Now, after the beef and the sausage or whatever you've got in there is nicely browned, you turn the Instant Pot off. The saute, just turn it off. Now I've got some. I chopped up some celery and onions and red and green peppers, and now I'm going to add those to the Instant Pot. Okay, now after you've dumped the veggies in there, and you don't have to put veggies in, I just like to do it. I have here, I've got half-length spaghetti. I don't know who decided spaghetti had to be really long, but I usually get the half-length spaghetti. And you're going to put the spaghetti noodles in, like so. Doing it with one hand, which is you put them in. You don't mix anything up. All right, you don't mix up the veggies and the meat or anything. You just keep it all piled up on top there. I think I can add a few more. I'm going to go ahead and put the whole pound in there. Okay, so now you got the spaghetti noodles in there. You know, they're not cooked, you notice. They're dry noodles. You just put them right in on top. Isn't that exciting so far?
That I'm telling you, first off, celery
Yeah.
in your spaghetti.
You don't like celery in your spaghetti?
I don't know that I've ever really done that. Like actual celery. Like I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying just not the first vegetable that comes to mind. I think I may have to slice up some ribs of celery and throw it into my spaghetti next time.
Yeah, it is. It is very good. I mean, I love celery, but my wife absolutely loves celery. She loves celery and everything. So
Okay.
she would kick me out of the house if I did not put celery in there with everything. But I don't mind. I like
Yeah.
celery. Celery is one of my favorite vegetables. So yeah. So any questions so far? And
No, I mean, I think this is going the way I thought that was going, but I also like how you were judging people who like the long noodles.
That's right.
Yeah,
Well,
I like
if you do the long noodles, you got to break them
break them up,
because
and then they go everywhere.
yeah, that's right. You try to break it, and some parts of it are going to fly around the room. You can't prevent that for some reason. Um, so
There's no way to prevent it.
so the
No way.
half
Quit
length
putting a lid
spaghetti.
on
So the half length spaghetti is the way I go.
it. Yeah.
All right. So we ended up with the spaghetti noodles in there. And so now we go to the second part of the video. You ready?
I'm so excited.
Okay, here goes. Okay, now you put the spaghetti sauce. I'm using the Classico Organic. I really like this sauce. This is some really good sauce, but you can use your own sauce, anything you like. And you just pour it in. Pour it in on top of the noodles. You want to get it around the edges there so that it will seep down into the bottom really well and cover everything. And you put some liquid at the bottom. All right, got that in. Okay, now after you add the spaghetti sauce in, I take the jar and I fill it up halfway with water. It's the jar is half full of water. It's about you see it there. Mixed it all up, and you're going to pour it in. Pour it around the edges so it all goes to the bottom. Okay, got that in. All right, now this is optional. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it. I love these petite diced tomatoes, and I add a can of these in there also. So once everything's in the Instant Pot, you do not mix it up. You leave it just like that. And then you put it on 8 minutes, high pressure, to cook. Minutes, let it cook, and then do a quick release when it's done. Okay, the 8 minutes are up. We've done a quick release. Let's open it. Ah, look at that. Well, that smells good. Now you take a big spoon and you mix it all up. Some of the spaghetti may be a little bit stuck together. You just work it. Oh my goodness, that is so good looking. Mix it all up. And there's your spaghetti. One pot. It's the only way I do it now. There you go. So what'd you think?
Wow. I mean,
Didn't that look good?
that did look pretty delicious. And
It
so
is.
start to finish, how long does that take you?
Well, 8 minutes at high pressure. Of course, it takes a little while for it to to get up to
Get
the
up
8
there.
minutes.
Yeah.
And then the sautéing part, I would say, start to finish, counting the sautéing, less than 30 minutes, I would say.
Okay.
And it's the only way I do it now. It is just so easy, all in one pot, and it tastes amazing. I mean, you wouldn't think those noodles and everything would come out
Yeah.
like that after putting them in dry like that with the sauce. And the thing is, they cook with the sauce, so instead of just boiling the noodles in water, the noodles actually soak up more of the flavor this way. Um, so
We'll have to give that a try.
you better. You should. You
Wow.
should. All right. So that's my contribution here tonight with our food porn instant pot.
I mean, you
I
come
have
in hot.
I have a few other recipes. I haven't videotaped anything, but a few other items that I cook with the instant pot all the time. Rice is one of them. I cook rice in it all the time because rice comes out perfect every single time. You might have to experiment a little. You start out basically with equal amounts of water and equal amounts of rice. Okay, if you put in 1 cup of rice, you go with 1 cup of water. We use jasmine rice, and jasmine rice I have found takes a little bit more water than just the equal amount. So I use if I'm doing 1 cup of rice, I'll do about 1.5 cups of water. And the rule of thumb with cooking rice is about 4 minutes, but I like it a little bit softer. So I cook it for 6 minutes and a quick release after it's done. And it's perfect every time. There's no liquid left in there. It's just the fluffed up rice, and it's perfect every time. Do you cook any rice in the instant pot?
Actually, one of the pictures I sent you is rice we put in there, but it's basically one way we do it. So it's the rice becomes atom proof because I've burned it not once but twice in a pot.
In the instant pot?
No, on a regular pot on the
Oh,
stove, and so that's why when Adam does it now, it's going to be with the Instant Pot because
why have you been referring to yourself in the third person for very long now?
yeah, it's kind of a thing I've started. But no, no, I've had to clean too many pots with burnt rice at the bottom to mess around with that anymore. Gianna's really good at making rice, so usually she does it. But every now and then, when it's my turn to cook or whatever, I'm going to start using the Instapot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And another go-to is noodles, like elbow noodles. If I need some elbow noodles cooked up for maybe macaroni salad I'm making,
Mm-hmm.
equal amounts of noodles and water, and 4 minutes in the instant pot, and comes out perfect. Usually no water left in the instant pot at all. Just the noodles have soaked up all the water, and they're perfect every time.
Every time. You can guarantee that.
Well,
Papa
okay.
Dennis, guaranteed.
There's been a couple of times there maybe where it wasn't, but
Yeah.
I don't know. But noodles. And my final contribution to the instant pot food porn tonight is broccoli. I love broccoli. I don't like it mushy. I like it, a little firm, and bright green and
Yeah.
everything. And the instant pot does a perfect job with it. You put it in. If you put too much water in it, it's going to get a little mushy. So a cup of water, basically at the most, and you just put the broccoli in a cup of water and cook it for 0 minutes. I know that may sound unusual, but what you do is you set the instant pot to 0, and what it does is at high pressure, 0, it heats up to the point where it would start cooking and then cuts off, and
Oh.
then you do your quick release, and the broccoli comes out perfect just from that amount of heat that was built up in there to get to the cooking point. So you can actually cook 0 minutes on the instant pot.
Yeah, I think we did that for a recipe. I can't remember which one it is, but that's a good life hack. You should put that on your TikTok, Dennis.
If I get a TikTok, I'll do that. Actually, I've got a TikTok, but
Yeah, I know
I
you
never
do.
I never use it. Uh, it's just one less thing I have to worry about. All right, so that's mine, Adam. What have you got for us? Do I
So
need to go to the photos
yeah,
or?
let's go to the photos. I got a couple of pictures here. and we'll see which one comes up first. So excited.
All right, here we go. We're going to the first one with the yellow.
Okay. Yeah, so that is the rice I was talking to you about. That's the coconut and turmeric rice. So it was just the rice that we did in Instapot, and I do remember that being a delicious little dish. Of course, tacos are always good, but the rice.
You cooked that rice in the Instant Pot.
Yeah, yeah.
It turned out well. It looks
Yeah,
good.
it was really good. And
what kind of rice is that?
I think that's just long grain rice. Was it just this was basmati. So this one right here, I think is that usually what we go with? Yeah, that's usually what we cook with is basmati.
Basmati rice, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
the tacos were non-Instant Pot.
Non-Instant Pot, no. Didn't do that.
So with the basmati rice in the Instant Pot, how much water or how long?
I don't.
You don't remember?
No, I don't remember.
You're a lot of help.
Yeah, I know. That's what you just told us how much water to put in there, and you told us how long.
It's equal amounts, but I use a little bit more. I use if it's a cup of rice, I use 1.5 cups of water.
Well, that's because jasmine rice, so right? Because you need a little bit more.
So you go with the 1:1.
I think it was. Yeah, I think that one was. Yeah.
How much turmeric do you put into it?
I think it was probably like a couple of teaspoons.
Okay.
Probably. I don't remember, Dennis. It was months ago.
I'm not a real fan of turmeric.
Yeah, I like the color. I really like the color of it. I think that just makes it pop because sometimes rice can just look boring unless you have like a little sauce or something with it, and this just gives it a little bit of pop.
Several years ago, Linda and I went to Southeast Asia, Singapore and Malaysia and Thailand, and everything has turmeric in it over there. I got so tired of turmeric. I mean, you could smell it just out on the streets because they use it so much.
Sometimes the smell is a bit much for me, but I love the look of the rice. Let's go to the next one, Dennis. Let's talk about. So this one is the Mongolian chicken. So this has soy, ginger, garlic, and brown sugar. And so as you can see, the rice was not cooked in the Instant Pot for this one, but the chicken was. And then
the chicken was cooked in there, and you got that. How did you get that brown?
I think it was sautéed first.
Oh, okay.
And then we finished it off, and the juices from that and the honey and the soy and all that stuff, we drizzled that over the rice, as you can kind of see there in the photo. Wow. And that was probably it went so well with the rice, especially that honey, garlic, soy, ginger, brown. Oh, that was so good with the rice. It was really delicious. Probably one of my favorite Instant Pot ones we've done.
Yeah. So how do you cook it then? I mean, how do you cook the chicken? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember. I think it was just. I think we just. No, I don't remember, Dennis. I didn't know we were talking about how we cooked it. Most of these recipes, though.
That's a lot of help.
Well, Dennis, I thought we were just talking about Instant Pot and how easy and convenient it makes life, unless you're trying to slow cook with it and it cooks too slowly for you.
Okay, all right. Didn't mean to stump you, Adam.
No,
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's
okay.
Fine.
Well, it's a good looking. That is a good looking piece of chicken.
Yeah, it was pretty delicious. I can't deny that.
It looks like a thigh, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and skin on.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Looks good. All right. What did you on it? Honey and what?
It's honey, soy, garlic, brown sugar.
Okay. Looks good. And the bread? Did you bake the bread?
That is my bread. Baked it in the oven. Sorry, Dennis. Didn't do it in the Instant Pot.
You can cook bread in the Instant Pot, I understand, but I've never tried that.
That would be interesting to do. I also want to try desserts in the Instant Pot.
Yeah, I've seen.
That's something I would like to try. More so than try bread in the Instant Pot. That just seems like you're asking for trouble. but maybe not. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
More chicken.
More chicken. So this is the barbecue chicken, just straight up barbecue chicken that we
Okay.
did in there. That was pretty delicious. The squash was air fryer squash, and then I don't know if you remember from our bread episode, Dennis.
Yeah.
Um, that's the Japanese milk rolls,
Oh
milk
yeah.
bread.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what that was at dinner we had that night, and that's what that was for. So that was that. This is actually the dinner from our bread episode that
Ah.
night.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so
And
I think it was very similar. Obviously, you just put it in there with some barbecue sauce. I think it was like just some smoky rays or baby rays or something like that.
yeah.
I don't. Or do we make that homemade? Do we make the barbecue?
Bread, that was my.
Oh yeah, no, actually that actually the barbecue sauce was homemade that Gianna made that her mom usually makes, and this was delicious. Had a good kick to it because I think Gianna had a little heavy hand with some of the spices, but it worked so well. Actually, I think there's even rice under that chicken
Yeah. I can see
because
the
we
rice under
can't.
the chicken,
Apparently, all we cook is rice. Apparently, I've started to notice. But I'm not mad at it. But yeah, so that was obviously cooked on a pot, in the pot beforehand, the sauce, barbecue sauce. But then we put it all in there with the chicken, and I think browned the chicken, and then threw in the sauce and let it cook in the sauce for a little while.
And
And
the air fryer squash looks
Mhm.
very good. We'll have to do an air fryer episode.
yes, please. That's what I
Um,
told you I want to do. Let's do
Yeah.
that. Because I can
'Cause
give
I
you the
love cooking with the air
recipes on
fryer
that.
too.
I can tell you recipes on that and how long I've cooked it and what I do to it. That I can get into. But like, again though, that's one of the things I like about the Instapot is though, like you can just put it in there and let it go. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to pay as much attention to it. And like, unlike you, I've used probably the Instapot more for like slow cooker stuff because we did recently we did a lasagna soup slow cooker, and I thought it heated up in fine time. It didn't take too long, I don't think, but it would be something interesting to do. Like try it as an Instapot where you put it in there and put it on high pressure because again, it did take 5 to 7 hours to cook the lasagna soup.
Yeah.
But I probably used the slow cooker portion of the Instapot as much as the Instapot itself. But like setting it and forgetting it, my point was setting it and forgetting it is kind of what I like about the Instapot. You don't have to mess with it as much. Whereas like even the lasagna soup, like you have to, go in there and put, you have to wait for the noodles. You have
Yeah.
to put that at the very end because obviously you don't want to overcook your noodles and, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I forgot where I was going with that, but there we are.
All right. Well, that was some good looking meals you did
Yeah,
there.
thank you. I mean, some of that was Gianna because she did cook some of those, but I can't say that Instapot is one of the things we keep saying we want to use more because like when you look at it, there's so many meals out there that you like look really good, and like even now I want to actually try your spaghetti, even though you've told me about your spaghetti before, but I didn't quite believe you. No offense, Dennis, but it's like it's spaghetti,
Yeah.
It's spaghetti. But I don't know. I mean, that looked really delicious.
It is. It is.
And
it
you
is
know what would
just
go
amazing.
great with it? Homemade garlic bread.
Yes.
Just throwing that out there.
Yes, it would.
So when
Yes,
you
it would.
bake some from your sourdough starter,
That sourdough starter's long gone.
What if it's out there just feeding on itself and it's just getting bigger and bigger?
Yeah.
Oh
No,
man.
I got rid of that sourdough starter.
Yeah.
And I abandoned bread. I'll buy my bread. I'll get it from you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'll sell you bread if you want, Dennis.
All right.
But yeah, no.
Well, anything else we need to add for the Instant Pot? Any other Instant Pot hacks you got?
I don't think so. I'm excited to try to use it for especially like broccoli because we always talk about how we're going to use like we would like to use more broccoli and like vegetables in general, but
Yeah.
putting it in an Instapot could be really really good.
I also, when I cook the broccoli, in addition to just the cup of water, I'll put a little bit of olive oil in there also.
Mhm.
It just coats the broccoli real well.
Now, do you put anything on the broccoli, or you just eat it?
Sometimes I'll make a cheese sauce, but I love broccoli. Just a little bit of salt, maybe a little bit of butter, but as long as you got a little bit of salt on it, I think it's great. I love broccoli. I like broccoli raw too.
Yeah, dip in a little bit of ranch.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I wasn't
That
sure
would
you were going to go with that. I wasn't sure if you were
yes,
going to take that.
that
Okay.
would be good also. All right. Anything else, Adam?
I think that's it, buddy.
I hope you try my instant pot spaghetti.
Yeah, that's next on the list. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now. I'm putting that on a list for next week or the week after, depending on if we got our meal schedule. But next 2 weeks, I'm making your spaghetti.
All right. And remember, it's just 8 minutes and then a quick release after that. And
Oh, I'm calling you. I'm calling you. You're going to walk me through it again. Or you can send me that video.
yeah.
Just send me the video, and
All right.
I'll put it on TikTok. Can you put it on TikTok
Oh,
for me?
yeah. I'll put it on TikTok. I'll do that. It has to be 30 seconds on TikTok, doesn't it?
Break it up. You're
Yeah.
good. You're a good editor. You can break that up. Put some cool music to it.
Yeah.
Like your intro. That's good.
Yeah. Do a little dance up to it.
Oh, yeah. You should do a dance while you're putting the noodles in there.
All right, Adam. This has been fun. Um, this is our second food point episode. The first one was bread. This one was instant pot. Next one is the air fryer.
Yes. I'm coming for that one.
Yeah,
Oh, it's going to be good.
I love using the air fryer also. But you, I think, have got quite a few more air fryer recipes than I've got. I'm sort of basic with my air fryer right now. I could learn a lot more though. But I love the air fryer too.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
great. All right, Adam. Thank you very much.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Nice talking with you. And we'll do this again next time. It's air fryer, and we'll let people know when it's going to be.
Let's do it.
All right. Bye.